Our other breaking story, a federal judge is overturning former Baltimore City State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby's mortgage fraud conviction, meaning she'll be able to keep her home in Florida. The judge was also upholding her 2 perjury convictions. Let's go right to Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost with a look into today's decision and what this means for Mosby's future. Mackenzie?
Yeah, guys, so there is a lot of speculation about what this will mean for Marilyn Mosby's law license. I've talked to several legal experts who tell me that they believe that she could potentially lose it at this point because of what this ruling is. And because it was a split ruling from the Fourth Circuit, it may mean that Marilyn Mosby's legal saga is not over. Marilyn Mosby's legal story continues with another chapter, this time coming from the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fourth Circuit. In a 2-to-1 split verdict stemming from a January hearing in Richmond, Mosby's mortgage fraud conviction is overturned. The judges writing, "The district court gave the jury an erroneous venue instruction." The mortgage fraud conviction centered on a gift letter Mosby received from her then-husband, Nick Mosby, indicating he would give her $5,000 to close on a condo in Longboat Key, Florida. But Nick did not have the money, and instead, Marilyn was the one who wired the money to Nick. The appellate judges determined federal prosecutors did not provide enough details the mortgage fraud crime itself happened in Maryland. Writing, "A rational fact finder could infer that Mosby sent the gift letter from her home in Baltimore, but it could also reasonably conclude that there was insufficient evidence to determine that fact one way or the other." The judges argued the issue could have been fixed by direction from the district court that the jury could establish venue by finding that an element of the crime was committed in Maryland.
I don't think it's necessarily a change in the government's stance or their strategy at trial.
Jeremy Eldridge, a Baltimore area trial attorney who has been following the Mosby case, says if the U.S. Attorney's Office were to try Mosby again for the mortgage fraud,
I think it's just necessarily paying a little bit closer attention to those jury instructions to make sure that they don't make that mistake a second time.
The 3-judge panel, however, all agreed to uphold Mosby's 2 perjury convictions. She faced that trial in 2023, stemming from her withdrawing money from her city retirement accounts, claiming COVID-related financial hardship, and therefore avoided paying a penalty.
Due to the fact that the perjury conviction was upheld, could Marilyn Mosby try to take a further appeal? Yes, but I think those remedies are really exhausted. And for that reason, what we're finally going to see is the Attorney Grievance Commission now take immediate and swift action, revoke her law license, and that'll prevent her from practicing law.
Marilyn Mosby was indicted on 4 federal charges in 2022, 2 perjury and 2 mortgage fraud, all stemming from the money she withdrew from that retirement account and then used it to buy 2 vacation homes in Florida.
Put this on trial right now so I can prove my innocence.
Originally slated to go to trial in Baltimore, the legal back and forth resulted in 2 trials in Greenbelt. She lost her bid for re-election in 2022. Her legal team quit in early 2023 and was ultimately represented by a federal public defender. From the beginning, Marilyn Mosby maintained she did nothing wrong.
I am innocent of the charges that have been levied against me because I know that I'm innocent. Absolutely nothing to do with anything that I did wrong.
For now, 1 less felony conviction is attached to her name, but what's next in Marilyn Mosby's legal story remains unclear. No one at the Attorney Grievance Commission could tell me exactly the timeline for what comes next for Marilyn Mosby's law license. And I did reach out to the U.S. Attorney's Office to find out what their plans are following this ruling, but I'm told the office has no comment. Live in the newsroom, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.